All right, what's going on, y'all? Going to go ahead and get started. What's going on, y'all? So there's a few moves that I see that we might be jumping in on. I like how the USD and the Canadian pairs are looking. So we're about to see if we can hop in on these. They're doing some retracements right now, which is fine. But I do like how this is looking right here. Yeah, so this just broke through this level right here. It's doing a nice retracement, so we might hop in on the next candlestick depending on what it looks like. But we are kind of in a choppy spot right here. We are in some levels of traffic that's struggling, but overall we are still looking bearish on GU. And it just broke through this daily level off this candlestick and it's retracing a little bit. So it did do a nice drop. Broke through this level of traffic. So we're going to see what the next candlestick looks like, but we might be jumping in on this on the next candlestick. So let me go ahead and put this on my other screen so I don't miss it. So I'm going to look at some other pairs too. So looking at the JPY pairs, as soon as market opened yesterday, they started making the new lower low. Yesterday was a retracement to make a lower high. We can see that by literally just looking at the pairs here, how it did a nice drop here. Then we caught a nice sell on Tuesday. This nice rejection wick, and then the day before, and then yesterday, right on the 4-hour level, price shot up right on this daily level. And then as soon as market reopened, that's when it decided to drop. So now we're going to wait to see how it reacts off this 4-hour level and then possibly get on a sell there because I was waiting for it to retrace. But as you can see, it never really retraced after market open. It's kind of just been chilling here. But it looks like it's about to try to continue to drop. So we might try to jump in on this after some confirmations. But looking at GU, it is retracing, which is good. It looks like it's trying to drop some more though. So we might be jumping in on this in a second. I'm gonna look at some other pairs too, because there are some other pairs on the move as well. But I do like how this is looking right here. Yeah, so stop loss for this, I'm looking at we can say 2065. But I do like how this is looking right here. Yeah, I like how USDCHF's looking too. I'm looking at that on my other screen. So let me go ahead and post this disclaimer out. So I'm looking at two screens right now. That's why I'm quiet right now. But I do see some things trying to move. So I'm going to post this disclaimer out and write some of these trade ideas out. Yeah, USDC just ripping, so we might jump in on this. SL, I'm looking at 93.15. Yeah, so I like how USDCHS looking. It is on the move. Whoops. If I can show you, I clicked the wrong one. So I did a retest off this low. It's already dropping. It did break this. And overall, it is looking bearish, so we might jump in on this. I do like how this is looking. Did a nice retracement, broke down. Then we gave us in the 4-hour. Has been respecting this 4-hour level. Then on the daily, we can see how it's been bearish if we zoom out. But yeah, I do like how this is looking here. So we might jump in on this. SL for this, I'm looking at 93.15. But I do like how this is looking right here. Let me go back to the other pairs to make sure I'm not missing anything. So GU did a retest too, and looks like it is attempting to drop down. You can see that right here. So there are a few moves that I do like right now. GU. Let me see what these JPY pairs are up to. So JPY pairs are still pushing up, which is fine. The scale got an imbalance here to get filled up, so I might try to see how it reacts off this daily level here, and then possibly look for a sell on a daily level. Let me see what GJ is up to. The GJ is pushing up as well. So I was going to keep retracing. I'm going to let it retrace. But as soon as it tries to dump again, I'm probably going to jump in. But it did do a nice retest here. It broke this 4-hour. Well, let me get rid of these lines so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And bold this one up. Broke through this level, did a retest last 15, then dropped back down. It's just reacting to these walls here. So I'm going to let it retrace some more. But that's what we're about to do. Yeah, but GU is dropping right now, so I'm about to jump into this. And so for this, I'm looking at 65. Yeah, so G is trying to drop. So we're going to see if it can drop some more. So I'm going to put the TPs in the channel. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can break this level here. USD CHS retracing up some more as well. Yeah, so G is attempting to drop. It's reacting off that same wall here, but it did do a nice retest and it's dropping. So we're going to see if we can continue to break these levels on the bigger time frames. It is bearish, so we're going to see if we can break through these levels of traffic and if we can catch some pips. So we're going to let that do its thing. I'm looking at some other pairs still. USD CHF is still retracing, so it's going to keep retracing. We're going to let that do its thing until it's ready to try to drop again. That way, one, the risk to reward is better, and then two, we'll be able to catch more pips on the drop. But I do see this dropping. It's just reacting off this wall right here. Like literally, we see it hit this wall right here, and then it rejected off of that. But I do see this potentially continuing to drop. So we're going to see if it can do so. So I'm going to keep an eye on this on my other screen. So I'm going to put this up on my other screen. So I can keep an eye on that. There were a few other pairs I was looking at. Let me see what those are up to. Yeah, so USD CHF still retracing up. GU's attempting to try to drop down some more. So we're a couple pips off from the first TP. We're about to see if we can hit the first TP. So let me go ahead and fix this. Whoops. There we go. I think it might just hit it. Let me see. I think it might have hit it, but I want to see if we can break through it. New 5-minute did just start, though. We'll get another 5 minutes to the next 15. USD CHF is retracing. So I want to see, I'm curious if it's going to, I'm curious to see what the next 15 looks like. It's still looking bearish as of now, but I do want to see what the next 15 looks like because it is retracing. So I haven't entered this yet. I'm just looking at it. Only one I'm in right now is GU. And I believe it tapped TP1, but I want to see if it can hit it again. Because it dropped down. There it goes. It's trying to drop again. So I want to see if we can break through it and hit it. All right. We're like 1 pip away. So while it's doing that, let me look and see what other pairs are on the move. Yeah, so the JPY pairs are pumping up. So I'm going to see how they react off this daily level right here. Because there is an imbalance. It looks like it's going to try to fill up. So I'm going to see how it reacts off that daily level. And then we'll go from there. We could try to ride the wave up, but I'd rather try to go for the bigger move than a quick scalp on it. So I'm going to see how price reacts to that daily level. Gold's dropping, which is probably why the USD pairs are dropping. But it's on this 4-hour level, which is probably why GU was kind of struggling to drop and break that. But like we're literally right there. We're like literally like chilling at TP1. Actually hit on my broker. So we got a couple minutes to the next 15. So I want to see how the next 15 is going to look. That's what's going to be interesting for this. And then also USD CHF. We do got some red folder news just for the USD pairs. But as some of y'all know, usually when that news comes on, especially the news that's supposed to be today, what is it today? Yeah, so we got the non-farm employment change, and then tomorrow we have the unemployment rate and then the NFP as well. So it's going to be interesting what these next 2 days are going to do with the USD pairs, because we were looking bearish for a lot of the pairs, but then I think yesterday, 2 days ago, things were pushing up bullish. Like we caught this nice 20,000 pip move on short 30. We caught the entire daily candlestick. It's not showing on here. I feel like I've said this before, but literally, it's like when I start the stream, like my trading view like resets itself, because I just fixed that earlier. But we caught the entire daily candlestick. We rode the wave up, and now it's currently chilling on top of this level of traffic. So it's going to be interesting to see how price reacts to the news these next 2 days, today and tomorrow. US oil did a nice drop. It's respecting this level, so we might try to look for a sell. It's going to have some work to do because it hasn't been this low in a minute, and there is some levels of traffic. So I either want to look for a sell right here, but there's also this huge imbalance on this level that I could try to retrace up on. As of now, it is pushing underneath this level. It broke through this level, I should say. It's doing a retest of this candlestick. So I'm going to see what the next couple candlesticks look like. But I would not be surprised if it doesn't go all the way zone to zone, because there is a lot of levels of traffic here, especially before it hits the 4-hour level. And then there's a huge imbalance on the daily, and then there's a couple on the 4-hour time frame that are going to have to get filled up and retraced. And I wouldn't be surprised if it decides to do that before it does the next drop, because it did do a nice drop yesterday and the day before. New 15 did just start though. USD CHF looks like it's about to try to go for round 2 on the drop, so we might be jumping in on that. This is doing a retest right here. Let's see what else is going on. EuroCAD is pushing back up as well. And I can see this pushing up to maybe the middle of the zone and then possibly continuing the drop. I could see that happening. Let's see what this 15 looks like. The USD CHF looks like it's going for the round 2. So it looks like it's about to try to break this level here. So we might jump in on this as well. Let me see something. Let me pull this up on my other screen so I make sure I don't miss nothing. Yeah, so GU is doing another retracement, which is fine. This looks like it's going to try to break this level here. So SL for this, I'm looking at 93.15. The reason why I'm quiet is because I'm looking at a few other pairs. Yeah, so these are pumping back up. So we're going to see how it reacts to the daily level here, because there's a nice strong wall here, and we can see literally this was when market opened yesterday after the close, because this is when it pumped like this yesterday. Then as soon as market reopened, it did this drop. So we want to see how it reacts to those daily levels right there before we jump in on that. But this retracement could work out in our favor. It could try to break this level, so we're going to wait to see if it's going to break this level or it's going to drop down, because it did do a nice push up, and we kind of have an imbalance on the daily time frame. So it could go either way at the moment. So we're just going to patiently watch and see what it decides to do, then go from there. So right now I'm about to look and see what the other pairs are up to. I'm patiently waiting on New Zealand CAD. I want to go for a sell on this, but I'm patiently waiting to for price to break this level here. Looks like it's trying to right now, but we're going to wait to see how it reacts to this wall right here before we jump in. So I want to look for a sell on this. I want to look for a sell on this. Let's see. So JPY NJ is right back at a good entry for a sell. So I'm going to see how it reacts to this level here. It's just a trade. I haven't entered this yet. I'm trying to not be too biased, because price could continue to pump up. But where it's at currently is a nice position for a sell. GU's going for round 2, trying to drop. USDCHF is still attempting to try to break this level. So I'm going to keep an eye on this as well. We might enter this too, because I do like how it's looking. Bam. Cool. Euro New Zealand just broke this level. We did not enter that. Yeah, EN has become very choppy though. Still looking kind of bullish, but it's definitely very choppy. It could explode and break through that level, but the way it's looking, I just want to wait and see what it decides to do. So oil's looking like it's about to try to drop. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter USDCHF. So this is gonna be a members only play. Like I said, for USDCHF, it's gonna be 93.15 as the SL. I'm gonna keep an eye on oil too, because I like how oil's looking. Again, where oil's at though, I would not be surprised if it doesn't go zone to zone. It could retrace after it hits this level or the middle of the zone at the max. But also depends on what the news decides to do as well, or how the news will influence the markets But just looking at the structure, it could drop and then react to this 4-hour level or this wall right here, and then possibly come to try to retest and retrace back up that imbalance. But right now it's looking nice. But I want to see it, how this candlestick looks. I want to see if it can break through those levels before we get too excited. G was still trying to hit that next TP. It went for round 2, but it's retracing back up. So we're going to see if it can do with the next candlestick. So I'm just looking at the indices out of curiosity. I already looked at the indices, and most of these I'm not going to even mess with, to be honest. This should be a blue line. This just broke out underneath that 4-hour level, though. Let me go back to... I don't know why it keeps doing that. So SPX is right back at this 4-hour level. It's chilling. So let me go on the bigger time frame and see what this is looking like. So this has been choppy too the past couple weeks and days. It's kind of looking like how US30 was looking. We could look for some scalp setups here, so I might take a deeper look at that later. But for some long day trades, don't really see nothing really with that for now. Just the way things are looking. Same thing with NAS. Going to leave NAS alone until it comes to one of those key levels I like to trade off of. And the same thing with US30. They're kind of just chilling, so I'm going to leave those alone for now. And I'm just going to keep an eye on these pairs. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the JPY pairs to retrace and see how they react off these daily levels, because they're all heading towards those daily levels. Except NJ. Let me see what NJ. Yeah, NJ is pushing up as well. So I'm going to wait to see how they react off those daily levels. And then depending on how they react off those daily levels, either going to go for another entry off a sell, because this is a strong support level here, as we can see. Or if it breaks it, it looks like it's going to try to continue to climb up, then may go for a buy. But as of now, I'm going to be wanting to look for a sell setup off that level there. So that's what I'm going to be waiting on there. Yeah, but we started this week off pretty strong, but then yesterday and so far today, things are looking a little bit slow. Well, let me scratch that, because USD just hit TP1. We just hit TP1. TP1 was 92.80. We just hit TP1, so we're about to mark off the next TP. 92.75. So let me go ahead and let the members know. All right, so that did a nice drop. So it looks like it's about to try to hit TP2. We're a couple pips off from that. So I'm gonna keep this on this screen so y'all can see it in action. And I'm about to pull up my other screens to look at some other pairs. But as of right now, I'm just waiting for pairs to retrace, or I'm waiting for pairs to break certain levels. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. But we're like one pip away from hitting TP2 on this. Yep, we just hit TP2. So this is moving a lot smoother than GU currently, but the day did just start. Well, London session did just start. So as always, I'm getting tongue tied. As always, hope the SRTP gets hit. This one's moving pretty smooth as of now. So let me see what oil's up to. Yeah, so I'm going to be curious to see what the next 15 looks like for oil. This is respecting that 4-hour level so far. I'm going to see how it reacts to these levels right here. SPX looking like USDX right now currently. Yeah, so that's pushing up. So that's probably why GU's pushing up as well. But GU's still respecting its respective levels at the same time. So right now I'm just scanning to see what other pairs are up to. Euro USD is pushing up. So the Euro pairs look like they're pumping currently. I might keep an eye on EN to see what it's up to, but for now it's chilling on the daily level, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Euro AUD, let's take a look and see what Euro AUD is up to. Did a nice drop, but it's got this huge level of traffic here that it was going to have to break. But it's definitely going to struggle to break it if it is going to break it. So I'm going to mark these levels off right here. And we're going to see what the next, the next 15 is looking like. Right now I'm just scanning through these pairs to see what's going on. Real cat broke this level here. Yeah, so I could see it retest to this level here, then drop. I'd be surprised. Yeah, so G retrace back to entry. GJ, gonna let that keep doing its thing. GN's on that 4-hour level. GA's on this 4-hour level right here. Did just break the level right here. Went for a sell on it yesterday. We hit like a few TPs and it retraced back up to this 4-hour level. Yesterday it did a nice drop here. Try to go for a second entry here, but it came back up. So we might see if it's going to go for a second attempt to break this level today. That's what it looks like it's trying to do. But we're going to see what the next 15 looks like and then go from there. But this would be like a scalp setup. I don't like that risk to reward at all. So I don't even know if I want to enter this. So scratch that. It could do it, but I don't like that risk to reward. So I'm not even going to entertain that. I'd rather look at EA. So let's go back to USD CHF. Let's see what that's up to. So it's chilling at TP1. We want to see if it can break these levels again. It's chilling right back at this wall here. That retraced off of the like 30 minutes ago. Then it broke through, and now it's chilling right back at it. You can see by the green dotted line right here. So we're going to see if it can continue to drop down. While we're doing that, we're going to see if there's any other pairs. But for now, the Canadian pairs are pushing back up as well. Euro CAD and New Zealand CAD's pushing up. NJ's pushing back up to the daily level. Yes, we're going to wait and see how those react off the daily level there, but everything is retracing right now. Yeah, so I'm going to wait to see how it reacts off that level. Here New Zealand's pushing back up. Oil's chilling at this wall right here. And so it's going to be a lot of screen staring right now, chart staring, because a lot of pairs are not where I want them to be at for any other entry. So we're only in 2 trades right now. USD going for another attempt. It's chilling at TP2. We're going to see if we can hit TP3. So we are in drawdown on GU, but we're up in profit on this. And if y'all read the disclaimer, which is in the free Telegram, first link in the description, I recommend risking the same amount per trade. It doesn't matter what your SL is. If you take the time to calculate your lot size, you can risk the same amount per trade, same percentage per trade. It just takes a little bit of time to calculate it, but the more you do it, the easier it's going to be, because for the most part, the stop losses are going to be kind of similar, or you're going to be trading like certain things. Like there's going to be, it's always going to be like 100 pip stop loss, 50, 75 pip. And then of course with indices, it's going to be a few thousand, but it's usually around the same amount. So the more you do it, it's just like multiplication and addition. Like, you got, what 2 times 2 is, what 4 times 10 is off the top of your head. Well, most people do. And the reason why is because just repetition. And that's just ingrained in your head, you know what I mean? But yeah, so we're just going to be waiting on these. So these are pushing up. So we could potentially go for a scalp off this. GU is going for around 3. It's trying to drop again. So we could go for like a slight scalp step on a few of these pairs. The question is, do I want to do that, or do I just want to wait for price to come to my level for the big move to start? That's what I'm trying to debate right now. Because EuroCAD overall is looking bearish for now, but I can see it. I can see where it's retracing up to potentially, because it is climbing up the imbalance on the daily level. So I can see it potentially riding up to a 4-hour level. So I could go for a scalp to the 4-hour level and then enter a sell for the main move. But I don't know if I want to do all that. Oil's still chilling at this level, but I'm not going to really enter it until I see when it breaks this level here, and then see how price reacts when it hits that level again. Because if we zoom in, and while I'm talking, let me put up this trade on my other chart. Give me 1 second. We're a couple pips away from TP3 on USD All right, so now that I'm looking at that, so as we zoom in, let me zoom in some more for y'all. As we zoom in, we see that price literally hit this level twice, 2 15-minute candlesticks, and then the last previous 15-minute candlestick, you see it hit this body here, then rejected. So I'm going to wait and see how price reacts to that level there. And then depending on how it reacts to that level, the force of the candlestick dropping and a few other things, I might determine if I want to enter that or not. As of now, it's kind of just chilling at that level. So I'm just going to let price do its thing for now. The indices are looking interesting. Let's see how price reacts off that one. EN still chilling. This is still on the daily level chilling. And so EuroCAD looks like it's trying to head to that level. Yeah, all the Canadian pairs look like they're trying to do that. And they're meeting some of my rules for entry, but just looking at the bigger time frames, it looks like we could see a potential repeat of what price did right here. Had a nice rejection wick last 15 and is pushing up to this wall right here. USD still trying to break that level. We're like 2 pips away from we're about 2 pips away from TP3. I'm looking at that on my other screen. Yeah, so all these JPY pairs at the 4-hour level and it's retracing up. So we're going to see how it reacts off this daily level here. And then we're going to jump in on it, however it reacts off that daily level. GBPJPY looks like how I want it to look though. So we're going to keep an eye on this. We could try to follow what the other Canadian pairs are doing though. But so far it's looking like how I want to see them look. Okay, so this is dropping back down. Yeah, so we're just going to patiently wait and see what those are deciding to do. GU is going for round 3. GJ is dropping down. So I wonder if the other JPY pairs are dropping down. There they are. NJ is looking tempting for a sell. It's right at a good sell opportunity. And looking at this, this would be the perfect entry for the drop. The new lower low. We got a new 5-minute about to pop up in 20 seconds. So I'm going to see what the next 5-minute looks like. But I am going to definitely put a mental note in on that. USD CHF went as far as the last 15-minute candlestick and it's retracing up. It looks like it's struggling to break that level. You can see right here. Went right where the last wick is and retraced. So we're chilling right back at TP1. It's struggling to try to break that wall, but it's not impossible. So we're going to see what the next 5-minute stuff looks like. CHF JPY though is chilling right at the daily level. It's looking just like NJ. Hit the daily level and now it's on it trying to drop. Not going to get too excited yet. Still going to patiently wait and see what it's trying to do. I don't want to put that there. I'm going to put it right there. Cool. But JPY pairs are trying to drop right now. But let's go on the daily level and look and see what this looks like. So we see kind of similarities to EJ and the other JPY pairs. We see the nice drop here. Then we see the lower levels being made, and then yesterday and including today, we see the retracement for the lower high. It is at this daily level here and is filling up these imbalances. So I want to look for a sell at this level here. So that's what I'm watching to see if price can do that, or if that is what price has planned for us. This is right back at a good entry level as well. Yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. That's what we're going to do. We're going to see what the next 15 looks like. So oil is dropping. Yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like for oil as well. going to be about 100 pip stop loss. Oh, let me catch up on these comments. My bad, y'all. Great morning. What's going on, Kevin? What's going on, Tim? What's going on, Daniel? Even in the GU sell since midnight. Nice. GU blew through stop loss. What are you talking about? It didn't blow through stop loss. Stop loss is 2065. The stop loss is 2065. Stop loss is all the way up here. So I don't know if you put the stop loss in wrong, Tim, but it hasn't hit stop loss yet. Stop loss is all the way up here. It hasn't hit stop loss yet. So for past hours, keeps hitting this level here. It's definitely struggling to break this wall. So I want to see if it can break it. If it can, we're going to jump in on this. But I do like how it's looking. Yeah, Tim, so I did. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Tim, because you typed the stop loss in right, and this is a stop loss, 1.2065. It hasn't hit it. It came back up to 2025, but it didn't hit 2065. So we got a new 15 about to pop up. So y'all keep typing in the comments. I'm gonna be checking the comments too, but I'm about to go back to my other monitor really quick, so I make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, but we could possibly be seeing possible trend reversal as well on the JPY pairs. So that's also why I want to see how it reacts off that daily level. But they are climbing up some imbalances right now. So new 15 did just pop up. Yeah, I like how NJ is looking. Yeah, so this is why I'm waiting to see if it can break this level, because kind of just stuck at this wall right here. So it's either going to range like this until closer to New York, or it could play around till the news comes out. But for now, we're just going to leave that alone. So let me go back to these JPY pairs and see what they're up to. They're looking like a nice sell setup. So we've seen a retest. So if anyone's still holding, hold the SRTP, but we did hit a couple TPs. So if y'all didn't get worked out on profit, just stay calm. Just watch the charts and see what it's trying to do. So gold did just drop past that 4-hour level, which is probably why GU is trying to drop as well. I want to see how gold reacts to that wall right there. That's probably what's giving oil a struggle too, because like 80% of the time, gold and oil move a little bit opposite. Yeah, so USD is going for around 3. I'm gonna wait for NJ because it's on this wall right here. Slight rejection, but it's trying to drop down. This would be the perfect entry for it. I'm just trying to make sure that's not gonna try to push up anymore. But this one's chilling at this level too. Looks like they are trying to drop. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for the next 5 minutes and see what that looks like. But let's go back to these Canadian pairs, see what they're up to. Oh, all right, they're dropping back down. Hit this low and reacted, but it broke back under, which is a good sign. Still not entering them yet. This one's still chilling right here. Let me see what GC's up to. GC's still chilling right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait to see how NJ reacts off this level. The reason why I'm quiet is because I'm looking at a few other charts right now. Yeah, so these are definitely struggling to try to break these levels. NJ is right there. Yeah, so these are attempting to go for a sell on them. GJ is just kind of in the middle of nowhere. So is EJ, but I like where AJ. I like how these are looking though. New 5-minute did just start. Yeah, I kind of like how these JPY pairs are looking. Yeah, so gold's still respecting that 4-hour level, and then so is EUSTS and SPX, which is probably why GU is reacting the way it's reacting too, because we noticed when gold was dumping, GU went down. When gold was retracing back up, GU was doing the same thing. Same thing with the other USD pairs. But I'm mainly going to be watching, paying attention to New Zealand CAD, Euro CAD. I'm going to be looking at NJ, CHF JPY, and then possibly AD JPY as well. But they are dropping down, so the question is now, we'll see. I'm going to see what the next, looks like. As long as it doesn't do a crazy rip this candlestick, I'm going to wait for the next 15 to see what that's up to. They are trying to drop right now, but I'm just going to wait. Oil's still chilling at that level. Yes, I'm only going to on that. And then New Zealand CAD, then possibly Euro CAD if we can get back down under. That's retracing back up. Yeah, so GBP's pumping back up. Gold's respecting that 4-hour level. I mean, it's bullish, so I might look for a buy off this 4-hour level. So let me write this up. We're still deep in profit on USD CHF. So keep an eye on your charts. But let me go ahead and write this up just in case we do enter this. Yeah, so NJ is retracing off that. That's why I just want to wait. I'm like, as long as it doesn't do a big rip, I'm going to wait to see how it reacts and what the next 15 looks like off of these. We see this has a nice rejection with 2. SPX broke under. It's retesting that wall. SPX is just very choppy right now. Very choppy. We're kind of getting a level of traffic formed right now, and we're kind of stuck on this 4-hour level. So it'll be interesting to see what which way the news is going to help push the markets. I'd like to see it break one of these levels. I don't care which level. I just want to see it break one of these daily levels so we can possibly get back to some smooth trading like we had on the indices all last month. I could see us breaking these levels. Yeah, so we're seeing another repeat. It's going to be interesting to see what the next 15 looks like. But we are in profit. So just keep on your charts, secure profits, partials, whatever y'all do. But yeah, it's very choppy so far this first hour of London. AD looks like it's about to try to drop. Yeah, so we got about 2 minutes to the next 15. We want to see what that looks like. Mainly for the JPY pairs. But the Canadian pairs are still kind of chilling and ranging. So I'm just going to leave those alone for now. Yeah, but daytradding USDX looks like they're going to continue to try to push up. Gold looks like that as well. Did a rejection wick just like this level. Still underneath this wall right here though. Jumping in, we're only in 2 trades currently. And we're only in 2 trades currently. And that's rejecting back up. All right, new 15 just started. GU's red again as well. Well, the candlestick's starting off red, I should say. So I'm watching both trades we're in right now. I'm going to pull up NJ really quick to see what that's looking like. NJ did a rejection wick, but now it's trying to drop down again. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this. It's kind of chilling at that same level. Let me show what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's underneath this wall here. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this and see if it's gonna respect that wall. It's gonna break back through it. Your AD just broke that level. Looks like I already filled up the 50 on the imbalance. So we could see a possible sell on your AED. It's just a lot of traffic to the left. That's the only thing with this one. But we see 2 rejection wicks off the 4 hour. We just got an hour left on this 4 hour candlestick. USD looking like it's about to try to hit the next TP. Let me see what GU's up to. But NJ is still a green candlestick right now. We're going to hold off on that. Yeah, GU's trying to get, it's definitely struggling to break these levels to the left. Now it's turning red. Yes, this would be a good entry for a sell. So I'm just going to put this on my other screen and see what it's up to. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to drop though. That might be why, because it did hit the 50. Yeah, it's trying to drop. G is dropping again. USD just retracing. Yeah, so I'd like to see GE break this wall again. 2005. That's what I'd like to see GU do. If we can break that wall, we'll have a high chance of hitting that TP. This is chilling right here. So I want to see how it reacts off this level here. Then possibly we'll go for a sell. This is retracing up. As long as it can stay underneath this wall and treat it as resistance. Looks like it's trying to. This is just ranging between 30 and 28. Yeah, so we're gonna leave the indices alone. I might pay attention to SPX in a second. Okay. So Euro CAD and GBP CAD are looking like how I want them to look. You see New Zealand CAD's up too. New Zealand CAD's dropping down as well. All right. I like how this is looking. Yeah, so I like how a few of these pairs are looking right now. Yeah, so USD just retraced again. So if y'all didn't get wicked out, there's two opportunities to secure some profits or get wicked out. But if y'all didn't get wicked out on USD as always, hold your SRT because hit. It could potentially drop down again. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. Yeah, but like a lot of these pairs are struggling to break these levels so far. So we're gonna see what happens going closer to New York. I do like how a few of these pairs are looking. My bad, if I'm quiet, that's because I'm looking at some other charts. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it's a little bit of like an opposite day going on. It's like when GU goes down, USD goes up, and then vice versa. I do like how some of these are looking. Yeah, so I do like how NJ is looking for a sell. I'm not gonna lie. I do like how NJ is looking. All right, so I'm gonna keep on these charts, but I'm gonna be waiting to see if the Canadian pairs can break through the wall I'm looking at, and if they can, possibly gonna be entering a sell for those. Gonna be watching oil. The oil is looking like it might be doing what my second prediction was, which would be to come fill up this imbalance. So I could possibly see it come up to the 4-hour level. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that to see how it reacts to this wall here. Gold, I'm keeping an eye on gold. I want to see how it reacts off this wall right here. Let me see. I'm looking at NJ still, but I'm going to wait for the next 15 because it is kind of chilling right where the last candlestick was. USD we hit a few TPs there and retraced back up. It's at this wall of price. Going to see if the next candlestick will continue to drop down. But as we can see here, it's definitely been struggling for the past hour since we've been on stream to break 92.72. The next TP is 92.70. So we hit like 2 TPs or almost the third one. So we're going to see if it can break this level. It is respecting this wall right here. That's what it's been also doing this past hour. So if it can continue to do so, as volume picks up, we can probably break this wall right here. So that's what we're going to wait on to see. GU, we hit the first TP and then rejected, and we've kind of been drawdown since then. It's been doing attempts over and over again. It's been respecting this wall, which is a good sign, but it's definitely been struggling to break and stay underneath 20.05. So we're going to see if it can do that. Going to be paying attention to gold too. So I'm going to be paying attention to the Canadian pairs, gold. Going to be watching the indices as well, but I probably won't jump in on these unless, I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm just watching the pairs for now. The NJ, like I said, I'm going to wait for the next 15 minutes, but the public has kind of just been chilling at the same level. But it is a good sign, so it could potentially drop and break these levels, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens there. Definitely a slower day today, but that's what happens sometimes. Every day is going to be a little bit different and similar at the same time. But again, we don't control the markets. Like I always say, we can't just make the charts do what we want them to do or make the moves happen within a certain amount of time. We literally just have to watch and just wait for the charts to do what they do. That's just the reality of trading. So I'm still going to be holding these pairs and watching the charts, looking for some more possible entries. But for now, we're just going to be chilling. Oil, yeah, we're going to see how it reacts to that wall there. Gold's breaking that level as well. So we could see a possible gold buy if it can stay above this level here. We could see a possible gold buy. Probably put it like right there for my stop loss. Yeah, but NJ is retracing back up. Yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like for these. New 15 did just start. So we're going for around 5 on USD Let me see what GU is looking like. Let me go back. 15. Yeah, so it looks like it's following gold for now. NJ is retracing back up as well as the other JPY pairs. So yeah, I'm just going to keep an eye on this and see how it reacts to this level. And let me see what else is going on. GBPJPY is looking tempting as well. It's kind of been chilling here for like 2 hours though. But did a nice retest off the daily, nice rejection wick. And the way it's looking, it's stuck on this wall right here. But if we can break that, we can definitely catch a decent amount of pips. Yeah, we can catch a decent amount of pips. And this would be the perfect entry for a sell. So I just want to wait to see if it can break this wall. Because with these levels, it's either going to reject or break through it. So I want to see if it can break through it, which it looks like it's trying to. So we can break through it. We're going to jump in on that. NJ is looking like it's trying to drop again as well. So we might be jumping into some trades in a second. UCCHF's dropping back down. GU's trying to drop down again. Gold's pushing up. So we might enter gold. I like how gold's looking. Yeah, so there's a lot of pairs that I like what I see. I like how GU's looking too. 04. I should be back below on USD Yeah. You see how it's rejecting off that level, but it broke past it, which is a good sign. But it's definitely struggling to break that wall. But once it breaks that wall, I can see price ripping. What time does that news come on today? It comes on at 8:15. So we got about 4 hours before that news comes off. So I'd like to see this happen before the news. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah, I like how gold's looking. NJ is retracing back up, which is why I wanted to patiently wait before even messing with that. USD dumping again. We're about to hit TP1 for USD we might be entering gold. I like how gold's looking. Somebody put gold on my other screen. Yeah, but looking at NJ right here, again, the reason why I wanted to wait, because it wasn't really doing like an aggressive drop. It was just attempting to hit this level, but it failed to break it. So now it's doing a retracement. Now, very much so, it could, when it hits this level, drop down again, or when it hits the day level, drop down again. But if it's retracing, we're going to let it retrace until showing this is not retracing. That way, one, the risk to rewards better, and then two, we can catch more pips. And this thing, we missed it by like 1 pip again. Let me see if it hit on my broker. I don't think it hit on my broker either. Yeah, but these pairs right now are definitely struggling to break these levels of traffic. We missed it by 1 pip again, and now it's retracing back up. Yeah, so these pairs are definitely struggling so far this morning to break these levels, at least compared to what Tuesday and even yesterday was looking like. But again, that does happen sometimes. So yeah, this just broke that level. So it looks like it might be heading towards the 4-hour level. So we're going to get rid of this for now. And we're going to see how this 15-minute candlestick closes. And then we're going to go from there. Yeah, so I'm going to hop off the stream. I'm still going to be on the charts, of course, but I'm about to hop off the stream. But make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to have a trade breakdown video dropping later today in the afternoon. So make sure to hit that bell so you're notified as soon as that drops. Also hit that bell so you're notified when I go live. I do go live every day, London session 3 a.m. EST. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at playmaker_way, same spelling as the YouTube name. They did just unban my main TikTok again. I'm going to see if I can remain unbanned for a week, because literally be every other day they're banning me, and I get banned for a week each time. So I'm going to see if I can break my record and stay unbanned for at least a week. But make sure to follow me on both of those. I post content on Instagram and TikTok daily. I actually need to post some stuff on my Instagram. I haven't posted on my Instagram in a couple days, but I post on TikTok daily. I post recaps of trades, trade breakdowns, and then trading tips in general. Make sure to check that out. Also, make sure to join the free Telegram free signal room. We're currently 10-0 for the week. Well, we hit a TP on USDCHF. We hit like 2 TPs on USDCHF. And then GU, we hit 1 TP before we retraced. So we're technically 12-0 for the week. but I still want to see if we can jump in on some other stuff. All right, so that just retracing to the retest. Yeah, so this is definitely trying to drop down. It's definitely trying to drop down. So we might be jumping in on these. So don't be surprised if I call some JPY pairs out as well, because they are definitely respecting these levels and attempting to drop down. But literally, as of now, everything's just struggling to break these levels of traffic that they have to the left of them. That's literally what's going on here. But they are definitely trying to go our way. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave the indices alone for now. I mean, I'm still in US30. It's just been ranging here. I want to see if we can hit the top of the zone. Let me see. USDX is pushing up as well. Let me see what else is going on. This is dropping. Could jump in on this. Let me see what the risk to reward would be looking like. Put the stop loss right back there. Almost a 1 to 2. It's got a lot of traffic on the left, but it could potentially break through those levels. So I might keep an eye on that. So again, y'all should be blue on UC again, USDCHF. So if you're not confident it's going to break this level and hit TP3, take partials or close. This is going to be like the 4th time it's attempted to break that level. Let me see before I jump off. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I like this. It's definitely trying to break that level. It's rejected twice, but now we have the rejection with going the other way. Yeah, so I'm going to post that. I'm going to write this up because I do like how that's looking. All right, I'm about to hop off though. I'm still only on the charts. I'm going to see you on tomorrow's stream. We're going to see if tomorrow, well, hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more smoother. We do have some news going down tomorrow as well. That Italian holiday tomorrow. But besides that, hopefully it is a smoother day. GU's reattempting to drop. Let me pull up NJ. Yeah, I'm about to write NJ up. So depending on, yeah, I like how NJ is looking. NJ is trying to drop. Yeah, so we might be entering this next candlestick. 95. Yeah, but it's like when GU drops, USDCHF retraces back up. That is something I am noticing right now. But GU is definitely struggling to break those levels. Then let me see what gold's up to. Gold's still on here. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on gold. Gold's looking like it's about to try to push this. So we might be entering gold the next 15 as well. Yeah, so both pairs are still trying. And then we're probably going to jump into some pairs this next 15. Yeah, we're probably going to jump some pairs this next 15. Yes, I'm going to write these up. We might jump in these next 15. Let me make sure I'm not missing out any comments. Okay, cool. It's tomorrow's live stream. Members, a few hours. I'm going to give you an update on the trades we're in, as well as the New York session price watch list. I might send a link. We might go live to see how the news affects the markets today, and then possibly tomorrow too, just so y'all can see what happens when the news goes off. And they are going to be recorded. But yeah, I'll let y'all know. But we most likely will affect the markets.